Hello and a very special welcome to you to our exercise together where I'm going to guide you in creating your own quantum state. Now, the quantum state is an attitude, it's a mindset that comes from a very, very high vibration. And that is something that can be learned and cultivated. It's about practicing it, it's about consistency. So every day you can think of different ways of how you can raise your vibration, how you can enhance your energy frequency. And I'm going to give you the start today with some of suggestions that I'm going to share with you. You can create your own quantum state, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing here together right now. So, you ready? Cool, then let's take a nice deep breath. Excellent, that gives us a nice foundation to play with. And you might do this exercise standing like I am doing it, or you might be sitting, you might even be laying down. The important thing is be in a safe environment where you're not operating any kind of machinery or equipment, okay? So let's make sure that you're fully present, that you're right here, right now, fully enjoying this video and the information, the content that I'm going to share with you. Take it really in. Take it in with your heart, take it in with your brain, your whole body. Open yourself up and really allow yourself, give yourself permission to do this exercise fully and completely. And visit it many, many times. Come back to it over and over again. I've been practicing my own quantum state for a good 10 years now, of always adding new resources, enhancing it with many different ways that I didn't even think possible when I first started this journey. So I know you too will come up with some awesome ideas of how you can create and enhance your quantum state. You want to have your quantum state as an ongoing part of who you are. That is what I'm talking about. To have that attitude, that mindset that is ongoing. You are waking up with it in the morning, you're going through your day with it, and you go to sleep with it. There is a flow, there is an ease, a joy to life, and all the areas that you're touching, all the areas that you're part of in your life are naturally being influenced by that high vibration. And as you're thinking about it, as you're listening to my words here, I know you're already starting to think about what does it mean for me to be in my high vibration. And we're going to use some very basic senses here. For example, how do you look? We're using our visual sense. When you think about looking in the mirror, or someone else looks at you and they notice your mindset, they notice your general level of vibration. What do you want them to see? What do you want to look like when you think about being in your high vibrational frequency, in your quantum state? That doesn't look like this. Of course not. When we are in our quantum state, when we are in a high frequency, we are relaxed in our bodies. Then we have a look of confidence. We look that we're fulfilled. There is a sparkle in our eyes. There is a relaxation in our body posture, in our gestures. There is fluidity, the way we move. Just imagine all of that happening when you are thinking about your own quantum state and how you want people to see you. How do you look? And you might stop this video at any point and also take some notes and register exactly, yeah, this is what I want people to see when they look at me. For example, that I have a smile on my face, that my muscles are relaxed, that my gestures are flowing, that I'm nodding my head. Those kind of things. Excellent. And then at the same time you can also ask yourself, now how do I see the world? What do I see when I look outside? And you can imagine that the world looks very differently when you're happy versus when you're not. So what are the kind of things that you're paying attention to when you are in a high frequency state? The colors, the vibrancy, everything looks more alive, more fresh. You might see things a little bit more 3D. So also pay attention to how do you see the world when you're in your quantum state. So just imagine that right now, looking out into the world and seeing beauty everywhere. Concentrating on beauty, focusing on it, seeing what's right. Excellent. So all of that feeds our visual sense. It's wonderful, and it really goes into our cell structure, in our molecular structure, our atoms, our particles, our whole energy field gets enlivened with that information. And that's just one of the senses. So another sense that we can play with is our auditory sense. What's your internal dialogue like? Did you know that you have a running internal dialogue going on in your life? There's always that commentary, there's always that blah blah blah, thinking about things, making decisions, rehearsing, rehashing. There's always some dialogue going on. Now what I found for a lot of people, that is not the most positive reality, and they might say a lot of negative things to themselves. Now in your quantum state, you surely say a lot of positive things to yourself. You have many wonderful thoughts, how wonderful life is, how blessed you are, how great the opportunities are that you are having in front of you. So pay attention to your internal dialogue. Let's create that together right now. Just imagine the kind of things that you say to yourself. Wow, this is going to be such a great day. I'm so blessed that I have this job. Wow, I love my relationships. Just imagine your internal dialogue being as positive as possible, oriented, looking for the opportunities, being grateful, feeling blessed. Just imagine that your whole dialogue is informed by those kind of feelings. And you can rehearse that, you can practice that, and over time you will find that you are actually able to create a different internal dialogue as your running tape, as your soundtrack. And affirmations are a wonderful resource, a very, very powerful tool. So start creating affirmations that feed you. I'm always at the right place at the right time. All of my actions are sanctioned by divine intentions. My life is wonderful. I am so grateful for my life. My life is blessed. I live a charmed life. What are the kind of affirmations, mantras that you want to have readily available? And a lot of people talk about gratitude journals. That's exactly where you can use that kind of resource. Excellent. So pay attention to your auditory. What do you say in your own head? What is the kind of natural dialogue that you have in your head? And what are those affirmations that you are consistently using? Let's make sure that you upgrade them to very powerful and positive affirmations and internal dialogue. And then of course it's also, how do you express yourself? Just imagine how you talk about your life when people ask you, hey, how are you doing? How do you respond? What's the story that you keep retelling people about your job, your relationships, your finances? Are there stories that you're rehashing that are not positive and towards to what you want to achieve? The old accident that you keep retelling, the financial disaster, the divorce. So really pay attention to how do you express yourself externally? How do you talk to other people? And make sure that you are expressing positive, powerful stories. And find the ones that are congruent for you to share. When you are in your quantum state, how do you talk about your job, your finances, your relationships, your health? When you come naturally from a high vibration. So practice that verbal output. Excellent. And that leads into our physical body. How does it feel in your body when you are in your quantum state? Again, it's not a dreary, droopy feeling and my stomach hurts. No, in my case it's about I'm feeling very grounded with my feet, and I'm also feeling very relaxed in my shoulders. I feel a nice flow in my gestures. I feel a nice lightness in my shoulders, and it's easy to breathe. It's very easy to let the air in. So deep breathing is very important to me in my quantum state, and that lightness that I feel in my shoulders. It's like my hips are floating. It's a wonderful feeling to be in my body. So what does it feel like for you to be in a high vibration, to feel in the flow? To be grounded and free at the same time. So practice that. You can practice certain physiology which is going to enhance your mood. Did you know that? Just by changing your body a little bit, you can actually change your emotions by putting a smile on your face, holding your head a little higher, making sure that you make eye contact with the people around you. Yeah, all of these things can help you to enhance your quantum state. And any kind of anchors that you can find that help you to enhance your energy. And then any kind of actions that you can take. For example, taking notes, journaling, singing, dancing, going outside, taking a walk, any kind of activity. So just imagine that when you are in your quantum state. What are some natural activities that you would like to be able to do on a consistent, ongoing basis? All of these activities, all of these actions, together with your mindset, with your internal dialogue, with the way that you visualize, coming together, create immediate effects in your life. You will see immediate health effects in your general health and well-being. You will see effects in your relationships, the way that you treat others and others treat you. Because when you come from a high vibration, of course other people will come towards you also with a high vibration, as well as events and circumstances. It is going to influence your finances, and it's going to influence your career, your decision making, your motivation level. All of these things are going to be deeply influenced by coming from a high vibration level. Ultimately, your whole lifestyle is going to be influenced. And you will be able to see evidence of that within hours and a couple of days of immediately starting to see different reactions in other people, different circumstances showing up for you. And then there are also long-term consequences when you think about it, projecting yourself perhaps 5 or 10 years into the future. Just imagine that, being able to go through life in a high vibration, in a beautiful high frequency. Every thought, every feeling is aligned, your actions are aligned. Every room you enter, you light up. You're bringing goodness, happiness and love wherever you go. Just imagine going through life like that. And what does that to your health? What does that do to your general well-being? How your body feels, how your aging progresses into the next few decades. By having a high vibration versus a low vibration makes a huge difference. So just give yourself that gift of having a wonderful, healthy experience as you grow older. And that also with your finances, your wealth, your abundance. It's fulfilling. There is plenty enough for everything that you ever want. You're attracting the perfect resources, the perfect support when you need it. Just imagine that, how beautiful life can flow financially for you, because you're in a high vibration. And the more you raise your vibration, of course, the more abundance and wealth you attract to you. The same with relationships. Notice the level of relationships you're able to have when you're in that very, very high vibration. You're naturally attracting high vibration people right back to you. In your very intimate family relations, as well as your circle of friends, your associates, your colleagues, all the way into your larger community that you're part of. Yes, beautiful. And then, of course, your career. Your business, your professional development is going to be hugely affected by being in a high vibration. The effectiveness you're going to have at your job, the connections you're making, the decision making, your precision, your effectiveness, your focus. Just think about being fueled by passion, being fueled by a high intensity, by a high vibration. Fulfillment, passion, delight. This is what I get to do. This is how I make my mark. Just imagine that is what you do every day. That is how you make your livelihood. That is your career. And it is deeply gratifying and fulfilling. And you are able to create that for yourself, guaranteed. And ultimately, your lifestyle. your hobbies, the way you like to spend your free time, the way you relax, the way you recreate. How do you like to chill out? Who do you like to spend time with? What do you like to do? There are certain hobbies that you might be now able to do because you are able to be in your high vibration and you have the resources to back it up. The traveling. Just imagine the places you want to see, the experiences you want to have. And you've been able to create all of that because you are in your high frequency, sending out that high vibration congruently with your mind, with your body, and attracting the matching frequencies right back to you in the form of people, experiences, and events. And this is the beginning of the creation and the raising the vibration and the maintaining of your quantum state. Because you are fully in charge of your attitude, of that mental mindset that you have, that you want to send out into the environment. Every wish you make is fueled by your emotions. And by being in a high frequency, you are naturally adding the fuel to your wishes that make it come so much faster, so much more effective, right back to you. Now, of course, the secret is practice. The secret is consistency. The more you practice your quantum state, these things, what do I see? What do I hear? What do I feel in my body? How do I act? What are the short-term consequences that I'm predicting? What are the long-term effects that I'm imagining? And by putting these pieces together and practicing them over and over again, I promise you, you are going to be able to immediately start seeing results by coming from a higher frequency and attracting higher frequency events, people, and experiences right back to you. So my wish to you is that you are practicing, that you are finding accountability systems that help you to stay in the frequency and to stay in the practice. Because the more you practice it, the easier it's going to be for your brain and for your whole body to maintain that high vibration. The more you practice it, the faster you're going to see results. And that is my greatest wish for you. Have fun!